Magic the Gathering, Sir Richard Garfield's magnum opus. A card game made so Joe Nobody and Joe Manganillo alike can sit across from one another and show each other who's the best in the multiverse. For over 30 years, players have been slinging the most powerful spells Wizards of the Coast could conjure up. Black Lotus, Expropriate, Underworld Breach, Mere Battlesphere. So many amazing cards have hit tables hard. The rich and deep history of Magic have brought its fans some amazing and rare cards, but we must always remember, for every Cyclonic Rift in a pack, there's a dozen little cards that don't hold a fraction of Rift's power or worth, and many of them are absolute city of ass, the noble commons of Magic. But what do we players do with all of our bulk? That's where Pauper comes in. Since the days of Alpha, booster packs have been mostly commons, building the foundations for the sets they appear. They serve as the cornerstone of new and returning mechanics, card types, and color pairings to aid players through the deck building process. Many commons are a less efficient version of rarer cards, and others, well, what the fuck, Hammer and Warrior? These cards are essential for limited, well, maybe not Hammer and Warrior, but others are needed to build in draft and sealed. But what about constructed play? Yeah, some commons are bangers, like Delver of Secrets, Faithless Looting, and Dark Ritual, but let's face it, most Magic players aren't throwing Elvish Pathcutter into their Legacy Elf decks. So what do we do with all this bulk jank? Surprisingly, it wasn't some poor player drowning in shitty bulk boxes, but players on Magic Online that created Pauper. A community of players created the Pauper Deck Challenge, building 60-card constructed decks using only cards at common rarity available on MTGO. After some success, the format moved to paper, expanding the pool of legal cards to include those that have shifted in rarity in paper but not online. Paper Pauper didn't start with a ban list, but after some time the MTGO ban list was applied to even out play. Eventually, under the direction of Gavin Verhey, the Pauper Format Panel was created to advise Wizards of the Coast on how to proceed in future sets with Pauper in mind, as well as to recommend the ban list to keep the format healthy. Under Gavin, the multinational PFP banned a handful of format warping cards, cheaper initiative-enabling cards that are more broken in 1v1 formats, free spells with powerful payoffs, storm spells that end games too easily, and sticker cards, cause, well, fuck stickers. So with these cuts, what sort of metagame does Pauper have? Well, actually a very diverse one for all kinds of players. Love artifacts and want to play Affinity? Got that covered. Fans of typal strategies? Pick your poison. Elves, Goblins, Mir, Pauper's got all your favorites. Old school Jund player? Fucking Jund them out, baby. Spellslinger, Ramp, Combo, Control if you're a monster, Turbo Fog if you're even more of a fucking monster. Pauper's diverse card pool allows for an ever-growing and evolving meta, and fun, diverse gameplay no matter what you play. Even Commander players can enjoy dumpster diving with PEDH because these days, everything is
No. Shut the fuck up.
In recent years, content creators have been showing serious love for this old format deck building. The professor of Tolarian Community College has been a huge fan of the format for years, making multiple deck techs and other Pauper-related videos. His first season of Shuffle Up and Play had 2 Pauper-centric episodes, his 3rd episode ever, including Sam from Rhystic Studies and Spice 8 Rack, and later episodes including Andrea Mengucci and the pre-ScryBabies ScryBabies.
Scrytops and Scrybottoms for life.
Mengucci also has his own channel, Mengu's Workshop, that frequently features the modest format. CardMarket did a great series playing the top Pauper decks from each year to find out the best deck of all time. They've also done several other videos with viewer-submitted decks in tournament play, and Pauper decks going up against modern and legacy decks to see if they can compete. It's great to see so many influential people throughout the community showing so much love for this janky, budget-friendly format. So, what can be done to support this amazing format? Well, I think the most fun thing Wizards could do is announce Pauper Masters, a curated, draftable set for some of the most popular cards to play, adding needed reprints for cards like Snuff Out and Lotus Petal, and announcing it I don't know, the beginning of April, maybe right away on the 1st. It'd be a fun little April Fool's joke for the community, and just the sort of thing people would expect out of Gavin. Now, what would be amazing is, if at a convention like Gen Con or PAX, they made the joke a reality, creating the product just for conventions, like Mystery Booster 2. This would help to introduce new players to Pauper, as well as introduce a fun draft experience for format fans.
Do it, Gavin. Make it happen. Gavin? Gavin!
Realistically, though, how can we help to make Pauper thrive? Easiest thing to do is to just build decks to keep on hand. So many of us love cracking packs for numerous reasons, whether it's for draft, pre-release, or just that sweet, sweet dopamine fix.
And yeah, I know the professor always says packs are for draft and buy the singles you need for the decks you want to build, but some of us just need that rush. And Prof, if you've got a problem with what I'm saying, you're just gonna have to invite me onto your show and prove your point in person. You won't. Coward.
Just look through your collection.
Also, Prof, thank you so much for everything that you do for this community. The work that you do for charities like Trans Lifeline is incredible. And please just keep doing all the weird, random, crazy shit that you've been doing.
Just look through your collection, find a card that speaks to you as a player, and build away. Keep the deck with you at FNM, pre-release, or Commander Night to play between rounds. It's a great way to kill time and keep the night rolling. For some LGSs, though, I have an interesting idea. Stores that buy whole collections and have a surplus of commons taking up room can do an event where, for a small entry fee, players can go through the store's bulk and build decks on the spot. Fuck it, if the store has sleeves they aren't moving, throw them in too. Then just set up tournament brackets and prizes for the winners, and you have a win-win for everyone. Players are exposed to an amazing format and now have decks to play with, and the store makes a small profit and gets rid of bulk. But what do I know? I'm not a fucking game designer. What do you think? How can Pauper get more exposure? Do you want to see more people involved with the format and playing more at your local game store? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you later.